travel day. A pretty unique truck. At least unique compared to what I am out here in the middle of nowhere, Georgia. I mean, there's nothing. I'm in the middle of nowhere in the country. In Georgia. No EV chargers anywhere yet. But would you look? What's going in over there at this little gas station truck stop in the middle of nowhere? We got ourselves some EV chargers going on. So we get it at a Circle K 100 kilowatt or 180 kilowatts, and the other one is 180 kilowatts. I'm curious though. Are there Chatamo on there? Let's go see. Go. Two CCSs. Chatamo down here. Fingers crossed. I doubt it. Oh, CCS. CCS. Oh well. Yeah, no Chatamo. See that they're all the new stations, all the new pumps either have zero Chatamo, at least in Florida, you know, that's what I've noticed, or they're taking Chatamo out and putting the Tesla, the NACS on there, and then it seems all the new pumps are just coming strictly with CCS and NACS, except for this one. This has just CCS. But Chatamo is going away. That's why I'm looking forward to either today or tomorrow grabbing that adapter in the mail and giving it a shot at some of these new chargers like this one. GPS is talking. I think this trip up to Minnesota, anytime I pull into a gas station or something that might have chargers, I'm going to go over and see if Nissan, if charging there with the Nissan is even possible without the adapter. If I could show it or not, but this has similar features that my car does, that the Nissan does. Almost self-driving, pretty much the same lane center, I guess it would be, but in my Nissan I don't need to touch the steering wheel like a lot of other Leafs do. For some reason mine just follows the road perfect. I could drive 200 miles without touching my steering wheel pretty much. In this truck, it's not the same thing. You have like 10 seconds, 10 to 20 seconds you have to touch the steering wheel, but it does have adaptive cruise control and lane assist, which feels very weird when you're pulling an extremely long trailer. It's cool though. It's cool. Just takes a little bit of getting used to, though. This is not my truck, and I'm not going to be driving it very long. Just taking it 1,600 miles and dropping it off. This is kind of interesting. So I'm picking up corn. Before I leave, I have to ice it down. Don't know why they do it. Showing me more. There's more in there. Oh, is this where you keep it all? You ever go in there and you want to build a snowman?
No!
Yeah, that's a lot of ice.
Oh, wow, look at that. Yeah, that's right in front of the front.
Oh, that's cool. These are things I don't normally do anymore. I did it for like 30 years. But now that I'm a local driver, pretty much stick to Florida, I don't get to come out over the road often. This gnats. But this here was when they asked me, hey, would you mind driving up to Minnesota real fast? And we may fly you back or whatever. I jumped on the opportunity. I needed to get out of there, man. Florida was just getting too hot. And here in the south, the gnats are really bad right now. I think it's because all the cornfields and peanuts over there. It's bad. Well, I crossed the state line up here into Alabama, and it's time to eat. Loaded on my way to Minnesota, but well, I mean, my truck is loaded. My belly needs to get loaded. Not McDonald's. I don't want McDonald's. We used to have these in Florida. We had a couple of them, but they're gone. And the closest ones that I've been able to find are up here in Alabama. It's almost worth driving to Alabama just to eat at Whataburger. Main reason I stopped here is because, well, on the billboard outside, I seen this at the exit. Gotta have that. It's a limited time offer. Okay, this is a little bit better than the whole. Taco Bell. I swear they got some fairly massive burgers. Look at that. One thing I never did in the past when I was traveling in the truck was get my steps in on my Apple Watch. I'm getting it on this trip though. I'm in competition with other people. My girlfriend in particular. She always kicks my butt. And I'm parking further and further away so I can get those steps in. Up here in Missouri, it's fairly simple. Simple to get my steps in. I made it. 900 miles I drove yesterday. Today, 840. Finally made it up here to Minnesota. Land of Paul Bunyan and Babe the Blue Ox. Drop my paperwork off, and there's no coffee this time of morning, but would you look at those peaches? Ooh. I'll set my keys down here. Look at that. You know what? Yeah, I think I'm gonna have a peach. I'm a little hungry. Let's find a good one. I'm a nectarine person, but I will eat peaches now and then. I think that one's mine. That's the one I'm gonna chow down on real fast. It has been quite a drive. The very first day when I left Orlando, it was like just go, go, go. Drove up to Georgia, grabbed the load, and I made it all the way up to Missouri, I think. I drove all the way up to Missouri. It was like right around 900 miles. It was quite the adventure behind the wheel. I really didn't get out and do anything, so I guess it wasn't much of an adventure, because all I did when I parked is I went to sleep. Woke up about noon today, put on 800 miles. It is now 3 something, I don't know. I showed you guys when I was in the parking lot. Trailer and truck is dropped off. Now what do? Well, now I take the company car over to the airport and hop on a plane and fly back to Florida. And fingers crossed, from my understanding, there is another truck that needs to come up here this next week. I might be fortunate and be able to do that too and get out of Florida, get out of that hot humidity for maybe another week. It's kind of exciting. Don't get to do this stuff all the time. But when the company asks you, hey, you want to do this? You know, you got to jump on it. You got to do it. Anyway, I'm going to head on out to the car real fast, and then I'm off to the airport. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Now check this out on my next video. If you guys would, make sure to watch it. And I am going to monetize it, so there'll be a commercial to support the channel. Watch the commercials that YouTube feeds us real fast, because every month when YouTube pays us from watching those commercials, I'm going to be generating a little bit of revenue, and I'm going to go out and test a heck of a lot more with the box that just came in while I was on my trip up here. That's right, the what is it? What are they called? A-Crane, the A-Crane CCS1 to CHAdeMO adapter that we were testing. Well, Patrick mailed it to me, and it arrived today. I mean, it's at the yard. It's at my mailbox. And I'm going to get on the plane tonight, fly back to Orlando. I should be there by 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And I'm going to go get that sucker and start doing some testing. I'm going to do some solo car trips and see if non-planned trips. I kind of want to do non-planned trips where I don't have to look for CHAdeMO because I won't need it. So it should be kind of exciting. Anyway, that's my plan. So if you want to see that, and my goal is to try and find places where the adapter, excuse me, where the adapter won't work, because pretty much during the testing it worked everywhere. So my goal on the next few videos is going to be trying to find chargers where it doesn't work. I kind of want to, so far Patrick says it has a 99% uprate working at all the chargers. I'm going to see if that is true. I mean, in the couple days of testing that I helped him do, that, you know, if I tagged along with him, it did work 100% of the time. So I'm kind of excited to see if I can keep up that momentum, or if we could trip it up and maybe find at least one charger in the state of Florida it doesn't work at. Anyway, keep tuned for that. I'm gonna go eat this peach and head on to the St. Paul, Minneapolis airport and start my next video flying to go get the adapter. So much excitement. Peace out, everybody.